the angle between two vectors, National 5 Essential Skills, finding the magnitude of a vector and calculating the size of an angle. The scalar product can be rearranged to give cos theta equal to A dot B over the magnitude of A multiplied by the magnitude of B. To calculate A dot B, the scalar product, we need to use the components of vector A and B as shown on the right hand side. Angle theta is the angle between the two vectors A and B when they are placed tail to tail, as shown below. The key steps: state the formula in relation to the question, calculate the magnitude of each vector, calculate the scalar product of the two vectors, place the magnitudes and scalar product into the formula, and evaluate the answer. Example 1. Calculate the angle theta between the vectors P and Q. First of all, we're going to write the vectors and their components. So P has components 3, 4, negative 2, and Q has components 4, 1, and 3. Now the first step is writing our rule out in relation to the question. Therefore, cos theta is equal to P dot Q divided by the magnitude of P multiplied by the magnitude of Q. If we don't write out this formula in relation to the question in the exam, you will lose our mark. First of all, the scalar product, 3 times 4 plus 4 times 1 plus negative 2 times 3 will give us an answer of 10. We then need to get our magnitudes. The magnitude of P is calculated by squaring 3, 4 and minus 2, adding them together and taking the square root, which would be root 29. And the magnitude of Q is calculated by squaring 4, 1 and 3, adding them together. This gives us an answer of root 26. We can then place the scalar product and their two magnitudes into our formulae. This will give cos theta equal to 10 divided by root 29 multiplied by root 26. Evaluating the right hand side gives an answer of 0.36417. Please leave this in your calculator before working out inverse cos, which gives an angle theta of 68.6 degrees. Example 2. For the points A, 6, 9, 5, B, 2, 3, 1 and C, negative 1, 6, 2, calculate the angle ABC. Best to draw a diagram, and if we draw a diagram we can see we have to calculate the angle at point B. Therefore, we need to know the value of the components of vector BA, and we also need to know the value of the components of vector BC. So, to get the components of vector BA is A minus B, and to get the components of BC is C minus B. BA has components 4, 6, 4. BC has components negative 3, 3 and 1. Now that we have the components of each vector, we can write out our formulae, again ensuring that the formulae is written in relation to the question. So cos theta equals vector BA multiplied by vector BC divided by the magnitude of BA times the magnitude of BC. We'll first look at the scalar product by multiplying the components together. So 4 multiplied by negative 3 plus 6 multiplied by 3 plus 4 multiplied by 1 will give an answer of 10. Then, looking at our magnitude of BA, we do this by squaring 4, 6 and 4, combining together to get an answer of root 68. We will then look at the magnitude of BC. The magnitude of BC is found by squaring negative 3, 3 and 1. This will give an answer of root 19. We will now place our scalar product and magnitudes into our formulae to give 10 divided by root 68 multiplied by root 19. Cos theta is equal to 0.278207. We'll then need to take inverse cos of this to give an angle theta as 73.8 degrees. Now try this example on your own. Please pause the video. The answer: the size of angle KLM, you would have to first calculate the components of LK, which were 4, negative 10, negative 2. The components of LM are 5, 2, negative 3, giving an answer for the angle theta as 84.9 degrees. If you would like some extra practice, please turn to page 262, exercise 13Q, and try questions 1 to 6. Today we have looked at the angle between two vectors. The key steps: state the formulae in relation to the question, calculate the magnitude of each vector, calculate the scalar product of two vectors, place the magnitude and scalar product into the formulae, and finally evaluate your answer.